To get a parts assembly quote online, simply click on the Request a Quote button. Next, once the form loads, start out by defining your board type. Then enter your part number and revision. This helps keep track of all your parts, track revisions, and easily place repeat orders. Next, we need to select the devices that we require, so click on the Assembly checkbox. Finally, mention the quantities you would like PCB trays to provide you a quote on, and click on the next step. Start your assembly quote by defining your board size in inches. If your board is set up as an array, click the checkbox and define the array size. Then proceed to enter your board thickness. These options might not be visible to you if you have already filled them out if you had selected PCB manufacturing as one of your requested services. To give you an accurate quote, PCB Trace requires information of the assembly details like types of components, how many of them, and where you would like them to be placed, so that we can provide you the most accurate quote in a matter of seconds. First, select the assembly sides. If the parts need to be placed top side, bottom side, or both. Next, define the total line items. In other words, the total unique parts within your BOM. And finally, the total components, which is a total of all the part quantities that are present in one kit. We also need to break down the types of your components to calculate an instant quote. So start by providing the total number of PTH components your board has. If your board has QFNs or BGAs, please set their quantities per board accordingly. Next, define the standard SMDs. These are usually two-terminal devices like resistors, capacitors, diodes. Three-terminal devices like SOT, small outline transistors. We have a handy little information panel on the right that tells you the number of parts defined against the expected number of component totals, so you can keep a quick track of your numbers. Now, go ahead and define the number of fine pitch ICs, which are SMDs with a pin-to-pin pitch of 25 mils or less, followed by all the large devices. This includes any heat sinks you might have on your board, and finally, if you have any press-fit connectors or modules on your board. The bottom section you can specify if you require ITAR or Class 3 services. Define if your board contains small components, including footprints of 01005, 0201, or 0402. You can also mention if you would require conformal coating or depanels the board after assembly, then click the Next Step button to proceed to the next step.